Hi there, what we have here today is a Cartrimhome C12 radio for a 2016 to a 2023 Toyota Tacoma. I will be putting it in my 2022 Toyota Tacoma, and I have the 360 bird's eye view version here for us today. As you can see, it comes in the box from Cartrimhome, and as you open it, you have some of the instructions here, as well as a glass screen protector. As we move it back and you open it up, you'll see that we have the unit itself, which is a great unit, large screen. As you know, it replaces the bezel around as well as the unit. On the back of the unit, you'll see that it's a fairly simple unit with pre-done plugs that will match part of your harnesses that you receive. In the box, you will have some of the wiring. You can see a hole saw in here, some trim removal tools that will be helpful. Some more wiring. As we dive into this, I can explain this a little bit more. I can see the GPS there. And then a bunch of these will connect straight to your factory harness. The instructions that come with your unit are very thorough, with some great photos that are highlighting some of the areas that you need to unscrew and take things off of, and how to install the wiring such as that. And so I'm very impressed with these instructions that come from Cartrimhome. And they will be very useful for us later in this video. One thing to note is that when you buy the 360 camera version, it does come with cameras, front, rear, and side cameras. And so if you potentially didn't have a 360 camera in your vehicle, you could use these with the proper wiring harnesses to attach that to your vehicle and then gain a 360 camera. In the next bag here, we have some USB extenders that will plug into the unit itself and give you some power ports there. This is your 4G cell phone connection for your unit, should you have 4G for your unit, your GPS cables, as well as some other important factory cables that will plug into what you already have in the back of your head unit. Now these cables here are the ones that plug into factory harnesses themselves, and then will plug into the back of this unit, the C12 as well. And so these ones are vitally important for the installation, and then help retain a lot of your factory settings and abilities. And so you will need these to be able to control your steering wheel controls and stuff like that. And so this is important for our install from here. But from this point, we'll head to the vehicle and I'll show you how to disassemble the bezel as well as the head unit and take that out, and then we'll start plugging some of this stuff in and fire up. There. This is USB. Yeah, there you go. That. Well, you know what? This goes here. That's what that is.
That blue one goes there.
Yeah, but I don't know if I know yet.
Oh.
Because it's for like subwoofer and subwoofer, and it's got a mic, but I don't see a mic that is provided. It came with a bunch of cameras for 360 cameras, but I'm a little bit skeptical right now of this whole thing. This one I know goes over here. I'm not going to put the 4G, so I don't have cellular.
GPS?
I got the GPS in.
Okay.
Like this one.
Those two? There's
Does
two
it have a
here.
little black box?
Yeah, the black box. That's what I was saying.
That
That goes
goes
right there.
In here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. Let's see. Sketchy. Okay. What's in
And
this
then the
one?
black
Nothing there?
cord goes in that one.
Black.
Black, all black. This one.
This one. Well, there's two. There's a one put
With a
and
red.
two
That
put.
one. There you go.
Goes here.
Yeah. And then the white 8-pin wiring harness.
This one.
Is that the 8-pin wiring harness?
Looks like it. Doesn't it? Or is it this one?
It has a blue line coming out of it, and a white line.
It is. Black and blue. Black. Over there?
No. Yeah, at the very far edge. Does it reach?
Yeah. What's that one? I think those are quail.
Yeah, it is. They were here earlier.
I'm pretty sure that's it. Because that's why it shows it so short, because it shows all these full ones
Okay.
right here.
That one goes beside it. Reverse camera.
Yeah, we're gonna wait on this one.
Why?
Because it's like a camera power cord, brake, cam, 12 volt, infrared. I don't know. Think I should, just in case.
Yeah.
Goes here.
Yeah. No, the last one's empty.
Okay.
And what do you have left?
Oh,
What's this?
single USB. This one's a double USB. This one has 2 USBs. I think this is just like, oops, power. Which I can have just hanging out back
cable.
there.
Yeah, harness. This is a 4-pin. That's a 6-pin. So I guess you choose which one you want.
I guess so.
Are for different model years. You just need one of them. 2 sets of power cords. Power cord.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one, and that's one.
Yeah, and I assume mine is the premium model. So.
And the harnesses. So you only need one of these.
Okay. And we are,
What's that?
yeah. The easiest way to get this bezel off that you need to take off is to grab on the bottom corner here and the top up here. Just give it a pull. You will not break it, and it will come off fairly easily. Once you're in here, there are 4 bolts, one on each corner of the screen, and you will have to take those bolts out to be able to pull this off. Your C12 comes with a bracket that will bolt into the top bolts, but you will have to retain these screws to bolt that in. So as you can see, I've installed the Cartrimhome C12 in my 2022 Toyota Tacoma. Now, I noticed that there was some issues with the screen and the cameras specifically. They weren't all working properly. And so I reached out to Cartrimhome, and they let me know that upon looking at my order and order number, that I in fact ordered the wrong one for my specific model. My model has the built-in 360 camera, and I ordered one that needed a new 360 camera that you install each individual camera itself. And so they graciously sent me a new wiring harness that will be proper for my model, as well as a new CAN bus thing here. So I'm going to uninstall this, pull out all the wires, and then I will show you the proper installation. So here I am now unplugging the harness that came with the model that I bought, which was the wrong harness. But it's quite easy. It's just some clips, and then you wiggle and pull. And then you keep doing that until you get them all out. This isn't supposed to be an uninstallation video. This is supposed to be an installation video, so I'll just cut it here. In my right hand here is the wiring harness that I just took out, and in my left hand is the new one that I'm about to put in. And you can see the CAN bus models are very different in size, and so that at least shows you that I had the wrong harness in there. Some of these plugs though, from the new one to the old one, look fairly comparable, but I trust that I had the wrong one, and I trust at least that the CAN bus model itself is different, because you can tell by the size alone. So when installing this unit, you'll get a few different USBs here that you can see. They go in there. I believe these are just powered USBs. I will eventually have a mount on top of my dash that I'd like to power some devices with, and so I'll use that USB as well. I will also be using another wiring harness that has the ability to put in an amplifier for a subwoofer, stuff like that. That will plug in this slot here, which will be great there. Sorry, that slot there. And but there, your main wiring harness, as you have your CAN bus, you'll have to find this smaller, thinner female ended plug, and you'll simply just plug your CAN bus into that, and then you'll find your power, which is this large, again, female black plug, and you'll plug that into the power on the side of the unit. From there, you'll have a bunch of different wires. You'll have like your radio harness, some audio, and then your camera. You want to make sure that you're plugging your camera backup video into the female backup video there as well, and you'll be off to the race. You'll then take your white cables, and you'll find your other cables coming out of your unit, out of the gaping hole you have in your dash. And you'll just line those up simply and just click them into place. It's very simple, very foolproof. The one thing that you have to make sure that you're aware of is at the end of your installation, there will be a couple of these that are left, and a couple of these small ones that are left. That is not a big deal. It's nothing to worry about. Your system will work perfectly fine the way it's intended, and it will be, I know it comes across as a shock when you have leftover wiring, but trust me, it will be okay. All right, we've got all the wires now plugged in. We have some of them just hanging here. The dash or the unit itself is not installed in the dash yet, but I just thought I'd try to turn it on with you and see what happens. So it boots up fine. This is trying to connect to my Apple CarPlay. We don't need that, so we just click the home button for now. To the radio, I have it usually set to, but this is the home screen that you typically come to change any of the settings. There's a settings button. This is the home button. This is the native music app. It comes preloaded with some music that you can test out with that, as well as your call button and your GPS button. And so these two buttons here are customizable. You can put anything to them. So I have Apple CarPlay and the radio set to that. And so when you click the middle button there, it brings you to your apps. Now, the wonderful thing about this is that it is an Android tablet. And so you can download a lot of different applications. In fact, you have the Google Play Store here that you can download a bunch of different things. And so I've downloaded Netflix, I've downloaded YouTube. You can connect this tablet to your Wi-Fi, or alternatively, you can hotspot off of your phone. And so if you were to be on a road trip and you wanted to watch shows, your family, as you are paying attention to the road, wanted to watch shows, you can hotspot your phone and they can watch some movies. Or because it is a Netflix application like your tablet, you can download movies and shows for offline use as well. So you can not hotspot all the time. Now this specific tablet is the 256 gig, so I have a ton of room to be able to download whatever apps or shows, movies that I want to download. But this is just what this screen looks like. You know, my son really wanted to download this Geometry Dash game, and so he downloaded this. And so as you can see, you can play the game if you want to, and you can jump over the things. I am not a gamer. You swipe up, brings up this bar. You can click home. You can adjust your volume. You can adjust your EQ, which I have set as pretty flat, and then just a couple of things there that are turned up. You can swipe down, which is nice, adjust the brightness of the screen. Again, adjust the, if you're connecting to Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or hotspot, you can turn the screen completely off if you wanted to. And then you'll get some of your notifications here. Night mode just turns the tablet a little bit yellowish. That blue tone or whatever they call it, I don't know, but it works that way. You can go into your settings, and there's a bunch of different settings. Obviously, first is your Wi-Fi, GPS to see how connected you are to certain satellites, as well as a bunch of different settings here. I don't really suggest messing with a lot of these settings because it can mess with the way this is laid out for you. And so my suggestion to you would be that if you wanted to change something, just email Cartrimhome and ask them about the settings or what needs to be changed if you are looking for a specific thing to be done. And so I have emailed them. Their customer service is fantastic, and I've had no issues with them at all. So I'm very thankful for this, because I've wanted to upgrade my head unit in my truck for a long time. However, I have not found anything that worked with the stock 360 cameras, and then Cartrimhome came out with, as you can see now, when I hit the view button to the left above my knee, it opens up the camera, the 360 camera. I hit it again, there's each side of my tires, and then it brings you back to the home screen. Talking about this home screen, there's a lot of different things in here, like I mentioned, that you can do. One of the things that I wanted to mention was your vehicle settings. You can go into your vehicle settings and click your setup and still change a lot of things that happen within your vehicle. Now, some of the concerns of my last radio, which was the stock, was losing the ability to go in and change some of the factory settings. You're still able to do that with the Cartrimhome. But overall, I'm very excited about this Cartrimhome head unit. It's going to serve me well. It will serve my kids well. It looks great. It's snappy, it works, and just to give you a quick view of the CarPlay, that might not work because I'm recording with my phone. I'd highly suggest anybody that has a 3rd gen Toyota Tacoma to upgrade to the Cartrimhome C12 for their vehicle. Like I said, this has integrated my factory 360 camera, and I would suggest to anyone to get this, or they even have the model where you can drill your own cameras and get your own 360 cameras if your truck didn't come with it. But this is a great buy for anybody. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer as many as possible.